A timeline of significant events in the UN history. # A timeline of significant events in the UN history. The United Nations, UN, stands as one of the most prominent and influential international organizations in the world. Its history is a testament to the collective effort of nations striving for peace, security, development, and human rights on a global scale. Since its establishment in 1945, the UN has played a pivotal role in shaping international relations and addressing global challenges. This timeline highlights some of the most significant events that have marked the journey of the United Nations. # 1940s. 1945 – Establishment of the United Nations. The United Nations officially came into existence on October 24, 1945, following the end of World War II. Its primary aim was to prevent future conflicts through international cooperation, collective security, and the promotion of human rights. 1948 – Universal Declaration of Human Rights. Adopted on December 10, 1948, the Universal Declaration of Human Rights remains a foundational document for the UN. It sets out fundamental human rights that should be protected worldwide, regardless of nationality, ethnicity, religion, or gender. # 1950s. 1950 to 1953, Korean War. The Korean War marked the first major test of the UN's peacekeeping capabilities. The UN, led by the United States, intervened in the conflict to support South Korea against North Korean aggression. This conflict highlighted both the potential and limitations of UN intervention in regional conflicts. 1956 – Suez Crisis. The Suez Crisis unfolded when Egypt nationalized the Suez Canal, leading to a conflict involving Egypt, Israel, France, and the United Kingdom. The crisis demonstrated the need for the UN to mediate and resolve conflicts to maintain global peace and security. # 1960s. 1960 – Decolonization. The 1960s witnessed a wave of decolonization, with numerous African and Asian countries gaining independence from colonial powers. The UN played a crucial role in facilitating this process, advocating for self-determination and sovereignty for these newly independent nations. 1961 – Establishment of UNCTAD. The United Nations Conference on Trade and Development, UNCTAD, was established to address the development disparities between developed and developing nations. UNCTAD focused on promoting international trade, investment, and economic cooperation to foster sustainable development. # 1970s. 1971 – China's unseat. The General Assembly voted to recognize the People's Republic of China as the legitimate representative of China, replacing Taiwan, Republic of China. This decision reflected the changing dynamics of international politics and the UN's role in adapting to them. 1975 – International Women's Year. The UN declared 1975 as International Women's Year, drawing attention to gender equality and women's rights. This initiative laid the groundwork for future efforts to address gender disparities and promote women's empowerment. # 1980s. 1982 – Law of the Sea Convention. The UN Convention on the Law of the Sea established a comprehensive legal framework for the use and protection of the world's oceans. It defined maritime boundaries, navigation rights, and regulations for the conservation of marine resources. The IPCC reports have since become crucial in informing international climate policies. Number 1990s. 1991, end of the Cold War. The end of the Cold War shifted global dynamics and led to new opportunities for international cooperation. The UN played a pivotal role in mediating conflicts and promoting stability in regions that were previously affected by Cold War rivalries. 1994, genocide in Rwanda. The UN faced criticism for its failure to prevent the genocide in Rwanda, where hundreds of thousands of people were killed. This tragedy underscored the challenges of responding effectively to humanitarian crises and the need for reform within the organization. Number 2000s. 2005, Responsibility to Protect, R2P. The concept of responsibility to protect was endorsed by world leaders at the 2005 World Summit. It emphasized the international community's duty to prevent genocide, war crimes, ethnic cleansing, and crimes against humanity. Number 2010s. 2016, Paris Agreement on Climate Change. The Paris Agreement marked a significant milestone in international efforts to combat climate change. Nearly 200 countries committed to limiting global warming and enhancing resilience to its impacts. Number 2020s. 2020, COVID-19 pandemic. The ongoing COVID-19 pandemic posed unprecedented challenges to global health, economies, and societies. The UN played a central role in coordinating responses, promoting international collaboration, and ensuring equitable access to vaccines and treatments. 2021, 75th Anniversary of the UN.